thing is officially our enemy. All units, initiate attack.
It must be from the future, too!
As soon as we destroy the ring, a new threat shows up!
We think that's the Primer's ship for time travel.
They had this and the ring?
They're coming in for the attack! Retreat!
There's a weapon on the bow of the ship. Teams in front of the ship's bow should either retreat or hide.
I can't shoot far enough!
It's over 1 kilometer. A giant ship beyond anything seen so far. A very long-range weapon will be necessary to shoot it from the ground.
It moves much faster than its appearance would suggest. It might be hard to land attacks from the ground.
It's too far for my attacks to reach! It's too far! I can't shoot it!
There's something like a cannon on the side of the ship's bow.
Attack the cannon! Aim for the side of the ship's bow! The cannons are on the side of the bow. Destroy them!
It is most certainly their time travel ship.
So they had 2 motherships.
Not exactly. They only had the ring up to a certain point in time.
Why do you say that?
This is from the future after they made the ring. They sent this from 10, 100, who knows how many years later.
What?
Ship's head has been hit. There's a teleportation device on the side of the ship.
The Primers who sent the ring must have shared their failure. That's why they made a new ship for time travel afterwards, whether 10 or 100 years later.
So, it's from the post-ring future?
It must be made with even more advanced technology than the ring. Truly fearsome.
Hold on. So if we destroy this, won't they just send something else from even further in the future?
Yes, in another 10 or 100 years. The Primers will make a new weapon and send it too. They won't stop until they win.
What the hell?
We're not just fighting the Primers from a certain era. We're fighting all Primers that ever existed.
All primers from every period in time. There's no way we can win. They'll try again no matter how many times they lose. The war will continue for an eternity until the primers win. What's humanity supposed to do? Victory is technically impossible.
Enemy ship slightly damaged. Drones appearing from enemy ship. The cannon on the bow seems to be the primary one.
It's like the head of a dragon.
It may look like the mouth of a dragon, but it's probably armor to protect the opening for firing the cannon. There should be an area with weak protection around the firing device.
In other words, the mouth is the weak point. The ship's head is the weak point. Aim for inside of the mouth.
Enemy ship moderately damaged.
Enemy ship majorly damaged.
We really did it!
Amazing! We really won!
Far
Looks like an alien.
Eradicate the enemies. Don't tell me it's their god. Good time to enlist.
What?
A god coming down from a golden ship. I've heard a legend like that. That is a god.
Don't be stupid.
There was wreckage from an alien spacecraft discovered in the mountains of India from thousands of years ago.
That's why the EDF was created.
The primers have been coming to Earth for a very, very long time. Humanity believed them to be gods and created legends about them. We knew the primer civilization had lasted for thousands of years. But now it hits home that they really traveled across time to get here.
In other words, the gods are still alive today.
For the primer species, it's an important entity, irreplaceable.
Whatever this entity is, we have to fight it if we want to survive.
It plays with the light and dances in the sky.
Launch Operation Omega.
You can't be serious. Are we really prepared to do this? Really? Please stop. Anything but that. So many lives will be lost. Can you allow that to happen?
What do you intend to do?
Our one and only last resort. A rocket loaded with hazardous chemical substances was sent to Mars. We will detonate it.
To Mars? Why would you do that?
To destroy our future foes. That's his proposed plan.
But if you do that...
The rocket contains a mass amount of toxic pollutants. Once they spread and seep into the soil over the years, it will affect the course of evolution. Poison that cannot be purified. It should have a major impact on life there. Life will most likely be able to evolve. Or, even if it does, it will be different from what we've seen.
Just combatants, but the entire species and civilians. Do we have the right to do such a thing?
We sure do. After what they did to my wife.
Your family is still alive.
They are now. If we hesitate, they'll be killed again. The war is going in humanity's favor. Everyone thinks so, but it's not. My wife was killed over and over again. Over and over and over. Millions, if not billions of people have been killed. We have to make them pay.
The rocket has already reached Mars. Now we initiate the destruction sequence.
This is why they want to destroy humanity. Once you know the future, it becomes possible to change it. The primers never should have let us find out they exist. A fatal error.
Ignition in 3, 2, 1. Kaboom! Pollutants are spreading.
The future has changed. The primer civilization no longer exists.
But our enemies, they're still here.
It's very strange. Primers are erased from history. They should be extinct.
Ready for battle.
Prepare for battle! These wings are amazing.
Once this war is over, just hold on.
What the?
This is highly abnormal!
What just happened?
Far from extinct. Even stronger. I see. So this thing has become the embodiment of all primers.
What?
A time paradox. Launching an attack on Mars created a definitive contradiction in the timeline.
If primers don't exist, the war wouldn't have happened and humanity wouldn't have nuked Mars. Then the primers would have ended up being born on Mars and attacking humanity. A paradox.
This distortion must be corrected. In order to return to normal, time must choose a side. Humanity or the primers.
Why do you say that?
One remains and one is gone, thus removing the contradiction.
You're saying time itself is gonna erase either them or us?
Exactly. The scales will tilt in favor of one or the other. Selected by time. Who survives and who goes extinct? Now is the time to decide.
That's the representative of the primers, then.
If we lose, humanity disappears.
Androids appearing from enemy ship.
Giant android detected.
The enemies were cut out of the flow of time. Ghosts with no home to return to. Get rid of them, then everything will be finished.
Forces are being teleported.
They're like ghosts. In the flow of time. If they continue to exist, a time paradox will occur. So go exorcise them.
Storm team. Numerous casualties.
They can't fight much more without backup. We've got backup. Don't worry. You said this is the primer selected by time, right?
Exactly. Ever since the primers interfered with human history, the time paradox has been intensifying. At that point, you were chosen. as the person who will take on the burden of representing humanity. You are the one.
The chosen one. The representative of humanity. This story is meaningful. Hey, we did it!
The enemy ship is crashing!
We did it!
I'll be the decoy.
Leave it to me.
It's
We're currently
finally over.
The contradiction has been removed.
has been increased.
History has been corrected and things will stabilize. Time chose humanity. The future has been settled. The primers are no more. How will humanity walk forth? Now that we know the future, it's up to us to decide. You changed everything. I give you my deepest gratitude.
Me too. Thank you.
Sing for me. I really appreciate it.
We all must fight.
Thank you so much.
Enemies.
You saved me. You saved my life.
Focus on the mission at hand. You studied the materials, right? There's a test.
Hooray!
Begin attack. Start battle. Watch me dance like a